Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we would like to present our case study on our given topic, fire protection. These are my group members, Adam Shamil, Nur Laila Emilia, Nur Izzati Ifani, Muhammad Ikhwan, and me, Dina Farishad. And these are the contents of this report.
Assalamualaikum and hello, my name is Nur Izhati and I'll be talking about the introduction for our topic. So the building that we use for the case study is Mid Valley Southern Key the Mall, which located in Johor Bahru. This project was opened during 23rd April 2019 and it is one of the largest mall which has been opened in the Malaysian southern region between Malacca, Johor and Singapore. This project is being developed by the Southern Keys City Sendirian Berhad and it was collaborate with the Johor Bahru Mid Valley Exhibition Centre MVECJB. So in this case study, we'll be talking about the mall's fire preventing system. So, as we all know, providing a fire safety precautions and providing a fire safety equipment and um, management is important. So, stick with us to know what is exactly that we need to have in the fire preventing system in a mall.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I will be explaining about the application and system of fire protection. A fire protection system is created to execute a particular function. The purpose of this system is to maintain the temperature of a building component below the critical level during a fire, as well as to contain the fire for a limited duration in origin fire compartment. For this case study, Mid Valley South Key Mall in Johor Bahru has used two types of fire protection system, which are passive fire system and active fire system. First, passive fire system, the use of structural and non-structural component in building and facilities to stop or delay the spread of fire and smoke is known as passive fire system. For example, first example is compartmentation, which are ducting and doors. Second, means of escape, which are exit signage and exit access. Second system is active fire system. Active fire protection refer to system and equipment that is respond in reaction to fire. There is a system that intended to either aid in safe evacuation or detect and extinguish fire. For example, portable fire extinguisher have many different types, which is it could be soda acid, foam, or many other types. And second, hose reel. Third, sprinkler system. Last is detector to detect the smoke if any fire occur.
Then, for the installation process. For the installation process of the application fire protection system are related to the passive and active fire system. The passive fire system has been controlled on computerized system. The control system is related with all the fire equipment system such as smoke detector, fire alarm system, sprinkler system, and bomber lead. The control system have their own electric supply when the main electric supply has shut down. The control system has located in separate room with other system. Next, active fire protection system installation. Okay, the fire door for this building have installed at the end of the building and near to the staircase because the access to run out of the building. Then fire hose reel has been installed at each floor and connect with special water reserve tank. The system of fire hose reel also need to use water pump to increase the pressure of the water. Fire extinguisher has seen hang at the wall of the building. The fire extinguisher will located near to the toilet.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nuraila Emilia binti Abdul Talib. So today, I will present about the benefits of fire equipment. So, the first benefits of fire equipment is early detection, which is fire alarm or smoke detector are crucial component for fire safety for a building. and they can detect the presence of smoke or fire immediately by sounding the alarm system, and it will inform resident immediately. So, for the second benefits is automatic fire prevention, which is one of it is sprinkler system, which is it is automatic fire prevention devices that operate when a specific temperature threshold is achieved or smoke is detected. So, it is to control or extinguish the fire, which is they discharge water or other extinguishing chemicals. So the function is obviously to reduce property from damage and save life and also give you more time for evacuation. So this is the last of benefits of fire equipment, which is fire suppression, which is fire suppression is obviously to stopping fire from spreading and causing more damage. And fire extinguisher, for example, are excellent in putting out minor flames before they spread. So allowing it can allow resident to safely evacuate or contain the situation until the firefighter arrive. Okay, so now I will present about the problem of fire equipment. First of all is maintenance and inspection, which is you want to guarantee optimal operation. Fire equipment must be maintained and inspected regularly. It is to make sure that the fire equipment no failures and keep the equipment in a proper functioning. So for the second problem is cost and accessibility, which is installing and maintaining emergency equipment can be expensive for particular like a small company, small organization, or people with a limited mean. So for the third problem of fire equipment is power and water supply dependability. So some fire equipment such as sprinkler system and fire pump need and require a reliable power supply and access to water to function effectively. So, power outage or disruption in water supply can impact the performance of the system, which is it is important to back up the power resources, and we need to have alternative water supplies in fire safety planning. Okay, so this is last but not least is effectiveness of fire equipment, which is fire equipment is designed to manage and extinguish flames. However, it is efficiency with a varies depending on the size of the building and the severity of the fire. So, small portable, for example, like small portable fire extinguisher may not enough for to dealing with a big flames, right? So you need to have a backup like firefighter, which is from professional parties.
Now I will explain the functions of fire door. In this Alchemy Valley Mall, they strategically put the fire doors that made from combination of steel and aluminium that acts as a barrier to prevent the fire spread to other parts of the building. Okay, and it is also have windows that offers a higher resistance, it always has a Thunderclaw exit sign to ensure the occupants has clear evacuation routes. Okay, this fire door designed to include a closing mechanism to prevent the fire and smoke from passing from one to another. And then there is an two mason strip has been attached there because when it expands, it gets exposed to heat and prevent the smoke from getting in. The next one is the functions of fire alarm system. Okay, when the fire alarm system detects smoke, heat, or water movement, it sounds audibly and visible alarm to alert building occupants. This alarm will be vibrant, noisy, distracting, and impossible to ignore, mobilizing people to adhere to the evacuation. Using both types of alarms ensure that the building structure is warned. When the alarm is activated, some systems perform also to help prevent the spread of fire and smoke. Next, the functions of fire sprinkler. Okay, in this South Kimit Valley, they are using a fire sprinkler system from basement to the upper level of shopping mall. And then fire sprinkler consists of a network of pipes installed throughout the shopping mall. And when the heat reach a specific temperature, typically between 57 to 70 Darja Celsius, the heat sensitive element activates, causing the sprinkler head to release the water of or a fire suppressing agent. Hence, the water supply is provided by dedicated water tanks, water main water or fire pumps. Alarm valves or the latch valves will regulate the flow of water through the system. Next, we can see they put a lot of fire hose reels and fire extinguishers in this South Kimit Valley Mall. The fire hose reels consist of a cylindrical drum that holds length of fire hose that usually connected to a water supply. So, the water supply can be controlled through a nozzle or valve attached to the end of the hose, allowing the user to direct the water jet onto the fire. Furthermore, fire extinguisher also allow individuals to respond quickly to small fires, preventing them from growing and spreading further. Next, the functions of bomber lift. The purpose of this bomber lift is to provide a facility to assist firefighters to move with more ease vertically during emergency situations such as fire, earthquake, or other life-threatening events. Okay, emergency lifts are equipped with features that allow firefighters to access and operate the lift during firefighter and rescue operations. This includes special firefighter service panels and key switches and control modes that grant priority access to firefighters and provide them with control over the lift operations.
Next, I will continue with space implication. For the fire door it can avoid from smoke or oxygen can pass through any gap at the door. For the fire alarm, for the strategic place the fire alarm will be heard to all people in the building. For the fire sprinkler, it will activate when the sensor detect heat, so it will control the heat in the room or the small fire in the room. Okay, for the fire extinguisher, it can control a small fire near the place. Next, fire hose reel. It's very helpful to the bomber because they not need a lot of bomber lorry to the accident place because it has their own pipe and tank for the fire hose reel. Okay, next, lastly, bomber lift. The lift will help to reduce time for the people in escape from the building when at the highest level.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So in this slide, I will be briefly explain about the principle of fire protection. The principle of fire protection comprises a variety of strategies and techniques designed to prevent, minimize, and wipe out the flames. So basically, this principle of fire protection consisting of cooling, starving, and smothering. Cooling via water is one of the most common technique of putting out the fire. In order for this method to work, the fuel must be cooled until it produces insufficient vapor to ignite, and the reduction in temperature must be achieved by applying enough water to create a negative thermal balance. Starving Burning will stop if the oxygen supply to the substance can be properly cut off. The main goal is to keep new air away from the fire sources. And the third one, the smothering. In a certain situation, putting out a fire only requires removing the fuel source. There are several ways to do this, including blocking the flow of gas or liquid fuel, clearing solid fuel from the fire path, or letting the fire burn until all of the fuel is consumed. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this slide is all about the building regulation for the fire protection. So in Malaysia, for regulation fire protection system, it use UBBL as the standardized, which is the Uniform Building by Law 1984. The Uniform Building by Law 1984 is a set of regulation and principle of governing building, construction, and safety in Malaysia. In order to set similar requirements for building all around the nation, it was established by the Street Drainage and Building Act of 1974. Specification for several areas of building design, construction, preservation, and fire safety are provided by the law. Here are some of the main key of the 1984 Uniform Building Bylaw that related to the fire protection system. First, fire requirement. Secondly, fire alarm, fire detection, fire extinguishment, and firefighting access.
Next, I'll be talking about recommendation for future improvement. So the first one is the knowledge of firefighting equipment. So as we know, malls should have a fire safety system and equipment inside of the mall so it will ensure the safety for its visitors and workers. um, all users in the mall, such as staff, employers, and visitors, need to have the knowledge of fire safety measures, and they need to know how to use the equipment of fire safety measures. Everyone will know how to evacuate the building, but there is a chance of survival, the high chance of survival, if they aware and know how to use the equipment of firefighting. If they are aware with fire extinguisher, also best practice and attempt to extinguish the fire, it will save their life in the future if they know about the knowledge. Second one is smoke management strategy. Shopping mall was recommended to control smoke spreading to adjust zone. Furthermore, a good smoke control should help to prevent protection of life. It should help and property by reducing its toxicity and heats. Hence, it will give more time to save more life. So, a good ventilation system is needed here to manage the smoke. The third one is the fire safety management team. A fire safety management team should be formed inside the mall, like a team, to manage to manage the maintenance of strategy, staff training plan, and fire exchange plan. A fire prevention plan also is needed. The team must create a plan for it. A customized fire safety management strategy designed specifically for this fiber retail mall should be proposed by them. So, as for the conclusion, it is crucial for a building to ensure the safety and security of a mall. So, ultimately, constructing a comprehensive fire protection system is a must in a building. The fire protection system should incorporate a range of components and methods of detecting, suppressing, and controlling fires. By establishing a complete fire prevention system, mall may significantly reduce the chance of fire-related events. So, in a case of emergency, it will save a lot of life and less the loss of life. Finally, for the protection of the malls and their visitors, a well-designed and well-maintained fire prevention system is very necessary. Malls may provide a safe environment for customers, employees, employers, and tenants by adopting and following strict safety measures. It will reducing the potential risk caused by fires and many more unwanted events so that everyone in the facilities will be safe.